Happy Sunday, people. So, nearing the end of March 2019. There we go. Had some great weather, and at least around here anyway, we couldn't really have asked for better gardening weather, so very grateful for that. Things really are moving on fast. There's a lot of blossom out on things like plum trees, and as you know, the peach tree blossomed lovely as well. I can see the buds starting to swell a lot on grapevines. Things are looking great, and I've brought some plants out here now, you know, getting them in readiness for planting out. Not yet for some of them though. And I've picked up some trees that I had overwintering in a warmer place, so I thought I'd take you around with me so you can have a look. Now, looking here, now if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may remember this magnificent blood orange tree that I ordered. I think I got it from Victoriana Nursery, but it really grew a lot over winter, and it was in a cold conservatory. It wasn't heated, and it just continued to grow. It's got some sort of bug here. I'm going to look into that, but apart from that, I mean, it's just been beautiful, and I can remember the size of it when I look back at the other videos before, you know, before I overwintered it, and it was nowhere near this big. You know, it's grown absolutely lovely, and even the rootstock down here looks like it's thickened up. So I'm hoping for some blossom on this, and then it'd be lovely to get some blood oranges. Yeah, there you go. It was Victoriana Nursery, look there. And that's what it is, look. You can pause that if you are interested, but nice healthy growth, and it's, you know, relatively warm in here, and I'm hoping that this is just gonna, you know, I want this tree to get big, and I just want some blood oranges. That's going to be fantastic. Now, not quite so good is the mango tree. Now, I'm not surprised. I think I've lost this. Okay, I'm hoping that it's, you know, I mean, look at it, it looks very unhealthy, and I'm hoping now that it's in here, it might, you know, reinvigorate, but I'm not sure. But end of the day, you know, forcing a tropical tree to grow in a non-tropical climate, you know, one is asking for slight difficulties, to say the least. So anyone out there's got any advice on rejuvenating this mango tree, please feel free to post below, and I, you know, would appreciate that. So I put another grapevine in a pot there, a cutting for my pot grape orchard, my pot vineyard that I'm slowly growing. The tea plant in the corner is chilling out, having a good time over there. And my melons that I set in these large tubs, yep, looking good. Very happy about those, so we'll see how they go. Now, for the, well, it's all interesting really, but for some more interesting stuff. Now, spinach, brought these out here from inside, looking good. I've got cucumber plants here. I got different varieties of squash. So this is cucumber, Market More cucumber here and here. I've got some more watermelons, Eden's Gem and Gris de Ron, whatever it is, watermelon. And here I've got Victor Winter Squash. Here I have got Benning's Green Tint Squash. Man, oh goodness gracious. I've got video evidence of these from where it's washing off here. Volska something or other, all different squashes, Eastern European squashes, Russian squashes, traditional squashes. You know, I'm going to be really squashy this year, and reasons for this, a lot of these are long keeping squashes, and as you know, I'm going very much for long keeping, long perpetual production of crops, because, you know, end of the day I'm going for, you know, food production here, albeit in a very, very small scale on a relatively small premises, but I'm trying the best with what I've got, and you know, I'm encouraging other people out there to give it a bash if they indeed can. So that's not the end of what I've got growing here. I've got moneymaker tomatoes here, I've got rocket here, peppers, and one of my classic favourites, sometimes, you know, kale. I love kale. Once again, perpetual, incredibly nutritious, and obviously as long as you can keep the birds off when they're small and the cabbage white butterflies when they're large, you know, you've got a relatively low maintenance brassica crop here. And in my opinion, if you're going to just grow one brassica, I would say you want to be going for something like kale, because, you know, it's just easy to grow. You know, kale here, look, I grew these in a pot last year, and I'm going to be picking these soon because they're going to go to seed. But just nice little leaves, you know, chuck them in a stir fry and away you go. And, you know, the peach tree, I'm not going to dwell on this because you know how fond I am of it. But, you know, there's going to be loads of little peaches on here soon, I hope. Although I can't see any yet, it must be said. Ah, there's going to be some, of course there is. There was masses of blossom, so there's going to be some peaches, I hope. The Jubilee Plum, I could say no more. Gorgeous, beautiful blossom. Lakemont seedless cutting. Now, you've seen this many times before, but not in this place. I know it's not ideal behind this Jubilee Plum. I've got nowhere else to put it. One of my own self-grafted apple trees. Lord Lambourne that way and Winter King that way. I'll put that in there. Another one of my mystery trees that I lost a variety of, but that I grafted myself. So there's the rootstock was there, and there's the graft that's taken. So I'm going to grow that probably as a vertical cordon, and, you know, lots of crops, lots of fruit, nice orchard in a small place, you know, small space growing. And this is, you know, this is one way that I'm, you know, looking into it. The blueberries are looking good, plenty. I mean, look at the blossom on this one, baby. I'm going to be getting some of the old bit left from last year, some ericaceous feed on there. Oh, it's lovely. The hydrangea in the pot is flying its flag. I've got a video, how to grow hydrangeas in pots. The video's doing very well, so it's obviously a very important subject to people. So, you know, how to grow hydrangeas in pots. This was the one. It's doing well, looking good. And, you know, from yesterday, the old beetroot set, lovely there, coming up, look, from the cells. Broad beans, so much I could talk about, but running out of memory, so gotta go. If you like my work, please feel free to like, share and subscribe.